In this video, we are going to do these two questions from the chapter Coordinate Geometry. The first using the concept of a median and a centroid, and the other uses the section formula. So let's begin with the first question. This is one question from the chapter Coordinate Geometry. Well, it says that if this is the median, that means this is the equation representing the median of a triangle, right? Whose vertices are given as A being this, B and C being this, then what is the value of K is what we have to determine. Now let's, for example, if I first make a triangle and we will name this as ABC, its coordinates A, which is given as -1, 3, coordinates of B is what? 0, 4, and that of C is what? -5, 2. Well, this represents the median. Well, we do not know which medians they are talking about because as you know that in a triangle, we can draw three medians. Well, median is what? Median is a line joining the midpoint of a side with its opposite vertex. Now, as I said, we have three medians, and as per the question, we don't know which median are they talking about. So we can say that the three medians over here, the medians can be these of, that is, say, B, E, and CF. Now, how to figure out that this equation is representing which median? Clearly, we cannot figure out. In that case, what we are going to do, as you know that the medians of a triangle intersect at a point, and this point is called the centroid, that is point G. And how to get the coordinate of a centroid? The coordinate of the centroid can be calculated using this relation. Its x coordinate is what? x1 plus x2 plus x3, that divided by 3. And likewise, we can find its y coordinate in the same manner, that is y1 plus y2 plus y3 over 3. That is y1 plus y2 plus y3 over 3. Now check if I plug in the value of x, y, z, like this is x1, y1, and z1. So we can calculate it is how much it is -1 plus 0 plus -5, that is -6 over 3. And its y coordinate is what? 3 plus 4, 7 plus 2, 9, that is 9 over 3. So this will give us the coordinate of this centroid, that is G, that comes out to be -2 over 3. Now, once we get the coordinate of this, that is centroid, irrespective whether this equation representing any of these medians will satisfy this point. Because as you can see that this point is common to all three medians. So we can say that this equation, this coordinate will satisfy this equation. So that's what we are going to do. Like I'm going to plug in this x as -2 times y, and y is what? 3 plus k equals 0. So this is -2 -6, right? This is -2 and this is -6 plus k equals 0. So we can say that k equals, this is -8. On the other side, it should give 8. Yes, we got the answer, and we'll say that D is the correct answer in this case. In this video, we are going to do one question that uses this internal section formula. That means we can find the ratio in which a point divides the line joining two points. So before we apply this formula, let's read the question. It says, find the ratio in which this line divides the line segment joining the point these two. And in the later part, we also have to find the coordinates of this point. So let's begin with first joining these 2 points. Let's say I take a point A and B. I should take it below. I took one point A and B. And the coordinates of A, as I can see from here, is what? -2, -5. And that of B is, that is 6, 3. Now, further it says there is another line that is, I'll take another line over here that is intersecting this line. And what's the equation of this line, which is x minus 3 times y equals 0. Let's say I take a point P, which is the intersection of these two lines, and I mark them as x, y. Now check over here. What we are going to do is to apply this section formula first. And the section formula is this. So this way we can get the coordinate of P. P is what? Say P coordinate, which is xy, is what? M1, x2. Well, the ratio is what we have to take. So I haven't taken the ratio. Let's take the ratio as k is to 1. So as to use only one variable over here. So according to section formula, it is M1, x2, that is 6k plus M2, x1, that is minus 2 plus minus is minus over M1 plus M2, that is k plus 1. Similarly, we can get its y coordinate as well. This is M1 y2, that is 3k plus M2 y1 as minus 5. So plus minus is minus, that divided by k plus 1. Now what you can figure out from here, that this point P also lies in this equation represented by this equation. It also lies on this line, right? This P point. So where P point will satisfy this equation. So what I mean to say here, let's say if I write this equation, once again, this is x minus 3y equals 0, or I may write x is equal to 3y. Now check here, as this equation will satisfy these points, we can plug in or we can replace x with this and y with this. So it comes out to be 6 times k minus 2 over k plus 1 is equal to 3 times 3k minus 5, that whole divided by k plus 1. So check here, we can cancel this k plus 1 and simplify it further. This is 6k minus 2 is equal to 9k minus 15. So 6 minus 9 is what? Minus 3k, and minus 15 plus 2, that is minus 13. Right, so we got k as 13 over 3. So therefore the required ratio, which was k is to 1, can be written as 13 is to 3. So we had to find the ratio in the first go, and we have got it. Now what they say finally is find the coordinates of this intersection. That means now we have to get the value of this coordinate. Well, once we have got the value of k, we can plug in k over here, or we can find the ratio by replacing this. We have the ratio now, so we can replace this with 13 is to 3 and get the coordinate of P. So let's figure out how can we do this part. So we can make a small space over here to adjust the remaining part of the working. So I'll be doing here. So now I can say that the coordinate of P is what? M1 x2, that is 13 into 3, right? That is M1 x2, 13 into 3 should, it's not 13 into 6 now. That is 13 into 6 would give you how much? 78. M1 x2 plus M2 x1, which is minus 6, that divided by M1 plus M2. Well, this is what we are getting the coordinate of P, that divided by M1 plus M2, M1 plus M2 results to give you how much? 16. And its y coordinate as M1 y2, which is 39, and M2 y1 is minus 15, that whole divided by M1 plus M2, that is 16. So now we have 72 over 16, and this has 39, right? This is 39 minus 15 is what? 24 divided by 16. You can see this can further be reduced. If I reduce by 8 2 times and 8 9 times is 72, and this is 8 2 times and 8 3 times. So the required coordinate for the point of intersection has to be 9 comma 2, 9 over 2 divided by 3 over 2. That is the answer for the second part.